Hello, I'm Melanie. I'm an integrative healing practitioner, and I wanted to talk about one of the foundational tests that we do. We do actually three foundational tests, and these are functional medicine tests that can tell us a lot about what's going on in your body. It's the three tests that give us the most information, and we typically will start with the genetics test. Now, I'm not talking about a really expensive genetic test. We're just looking at ancestry, right? Is the one that we use, and I think it was on sale for Mother's Day for like $40. Otherwise, I think regular price is $100. So these aren't like through the roof expensive tests at all. And for the amount of money that you spend, you sure can get a lot of information. Now, we only look at the genes that we can change through like biohacking, right? There's no sense looking at something that you can't change because it's just depressing because you can't do anything about it anyway. So we look mostly at what's going on in the brain and what's going on with your detox genes. So for the brain, we look at the COMT enzyme, and that is the one that will regulate how quickly you can break down dopamine. We look at MAOA, which is your monoamine oxidase, and that one will tell us how quickly you can break down serotonin. We'll look at one called a VDR tag. That's your vitamin D receptor, so it'll let us know if we need more vitamin D support. It'll also let us know if you can be if you are sensitive to methyl donors. And then for detox genes, we look at one that I'm sure you've all heard of because it's getting all the hype right now. It's called the MTHFR, and it is an important one, but it's not more important than any of the other ones that we look at. It's just for some reason people have latched onto that one, and it's good information out there. But basically, it will let us know if you are slower to convert folic acid to methylfolate. And it's important because it's part of your detoxification, right? It can also show us if you're prone to higher levels of ammonia. When your ammonia builds up in your body, it can lead to things, horrible things like brain fog, emotional stress, bladder pain, vaginal issues, joint pain, all kinds of fun things that if you can avoid, why wouldn't you want to? And then we look at one called your BHMT. This one, if you have some mutations on here coupled with other mutations too, it can lead to high homocysteine levels. And this one is actually easy one to support and relatively inexpensive to support. And that just really helps get your methylation cycle rolling. So that's an important one to look at. We look at your CBS enzyme. This one also leads to high levels of sulfur or ammonia in your body and can make you sensitive to methyl donors. And why does that matter? Well, methyl donors, if you're sensitive to them, it's going to not be good to take them, right? And B12 is a methyl donor. So if you are sensitive to methyl donors, you have to take a specific kind of B12. And that's not the ones that are all listed in the multivitamins and whatnot. So if you're just randomly taking supplements and taking things without running any tests to see what your body prefers, you can actually be harming yourself by taking something you're not supposed to be taking. So it's important. You could have an MTR mutation. This upregulations in this one will affect how quickly you can burn through vitamin B12. And then if you have that coupled with an MTRR, that one can cause you to not be able to regenerate B12 as efficiently. So, if you have a lot of these enzymes together, it's like putting a puzzle together and figuring out what we need to do to biohack that, to make what nutrients, what supplements, what things we need to do to make all that run more efficiently. Another one, the CYP enzyme. This one can affect your phase 1 detox, how quickly that can go. And it also will show, it can show us a bunch of different things, like if you are slow to detoxify caffeine. I am one that I was not happy to see that because I was a coffee drinker. But yeah, I don't detoxify that very quickly. So if I have it too late in the day, caffeine, then I'm not sleeping at night because it's not out of my system yet. It also some people can't metabolize hormones, drugs, NSAIDs, aspirin. And one of the mutations I have on my CYP enzyme is I am not supposed to have curcumin, cumin, or grapefruit on a regular basis. This is another thing because curcumin is touted as this amazing supplement that everyone should be on, right? If you have inflammation, then take curcumin, turmeric, right? Be taking that, be taking that. Well, if I was taking that on a daily basis, then my CYP enzyme is getting slowed down further, and that's causing more problems with my detox pathways and my detoxification. So that's not going to help me, right? So it's just, this is so good to know individually. Everybody's different. Again, not one person should be taking the same thing. Like water is like the only thing that everyone should have, right? Everybody's so different. So, and you don't know until you test. So, I just am fascinated by this, and I think it's really important. And then I know that I'm just talking about the genetics test right now, but the other two foundational tests that we do, we put these all together, and it can tell us a lot even about the genetics, which enzymes are active, which ones are not. Um, it's phenomenal, actually. So anyway, if you are interested and you are looking for a practitioner, go onto my website and you can book a free assessment call. If you have any questions, please ask. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.